Hey guys, today we're going to talk about fake crystals. Yep, they exist. And I really want you guys to be careful. The number one important thing is to deal with a reputable dealer who does not buy fake crystals and who knows the difference. And guess what? That's me. So we're going to talk about a few of them. One of the most common crystals that's faked is citrine, and since I don't have any fake crystals, I don't have any to show you but pictures, but I do have real citrine. Real citrine is anywhere from a beer to a root beer color and everywhere in between. So I'm going to try to show you some clusters here and some tumbles and the various different colors. Now mine came from Brazil. That's where most citrine comes from. It comes out of China 9 out of 10 times. It's heat treated, and what they do is they put it under very hot lamps, and they expose amethyst and quartz to heat, and it gives it a yellowish color. One of the reasons why you should not keep your quartz crystals in direct sunlight for a very long time at all, because the heat, they use super powered heat, so it's not like a day of sunlight would turn your crystals a different color, but you just don't want to leave them exposed for a really long time. Okay, so this is an image of fake citrine, and you can't really tell on a lot of these images, but we're going to do the best we can. Okay, real citrine, fake citrine. Okay. One of the next crystals that is faked a lot is turquoise. And what they do is they take howlite. And I'm going to try to show you. This is a howlite bracelet, which is mainly what I've seen faked the most are bracelets. And they dye it. And just so you can see it better, this is a tower of howlite. So you can see how it has the veining like turquoise does. And so this is very easily dyed. All right, so watch out for that. You don't want to get fake turquoise. It's worth a whole lot less. Okay, the next crystal we're going to talk about are agate slices. If you look at this picture, you can see these dark blue, hot pink. These are not natural colors with agate. So they're dyeing these agate slices to make them look more colorful, make you want to buy them. It's just not something that I ever trust agate slices. A lot of agate is color enhanced. Even carnelian is color enhanced. It seems like gemologists are accepting carnelian as a validated crystal, even though some of it is heat treated too. So we want to be careful about that. All right, the next one we are going to come to, and I can't even see, oh, garden quartz. Okay. Whenever you find garden quartz in a sphere, 9 out of 10 times it's going to be fake. And what they do is they take the garden portion of the quartz and they put it in a mold and they cover it with resin, believe it or not, and you can't tell the difference. I'm very leery about any garden quartz that I buy. Oftentimes I'll buy some that are natural, where you can see the natural backing of them. And I also deal with very reputable dealers. Now, this is not to say I haven't ever been fooled before, because oftentimes dealers, their representatives, they don't know. They don't know the difference, but most of them do. So a lot of the people I've been dealing with for years, they know I don't buy fake crystals. They know not to even show me fake crystals. So anyway, but be careful on your garden quartz spheres specifically. If they're like free forms, and I have one, I should have grabbed it to show you, but a lot of my customers have seen them. You can tell the back of them are raw, that kind of thing. Then you know you have a real garden quartz. All right, this is called bismuth. Bismuth is definitely heat treated. These are all rainbow colors. We don't get natural rainbow colors in Mother Nature. So if it looks like it's been treated, if it looks like it's not natural, just use your common sense in your brain. It probably is. Okay? The next one we here have are auras, is what they call them, and they take perfectly good quartz and they heat treat it under special lamps that change it all these different colors, these rainbow colors. Guys, if it doesn't make sense at Mother Nature, you can look at this and tell that Mother Nature did not create this. Now, some people like ores. It's still quartz or it's amethyst that's been color treated. And oftentimes they'll take clusters that were damaged, maybe the points were broken or cracked, and they'll put this color treatment to it to get people to buy them. And if that's your thing, that's fine. You're still going to get the metaphysical properties off of quartz because it is quartz, but it is color treated and it's just not something I prefer. I think what God made was good enough. His art is perfect just the way it is. Other than carved into a tower or a sphere or something along that line, I think I love it just the way it looks by itself. All right, this is called Peacock Ore. Now, I had a dealer send me one not too long ago. Swore up and down it wasn't treated. It's treated. The earth really doesn't make crystals this color. In rare occasions, peacock ore will have like copper in it, pyrite, things that tarnish over the years that would change it to a different color. Certainly not going to look rainbow color like this. So once again, use your common sense, and if it doesn't look real, it probably isn't. But most of all, trust the dealer that you're dealing with and ask questions. Don't be afraid. It's one of the reasons I don't like auctions, to be honest with you, and I don't do live auctions or live sales because I need more than 30 seconds or 2 seconds to think about whether I want to buy a crystal before I say sold. And then a lot of times your internet's not fast enough and somebody else gets it before you do. And how disappointing is that? I don't want to feel disappointed when I'm buying crystals. I would like to deal one-on-one with somebody through Messenger that can send me little videos or pictures or whatever it is, answer any questions that I may have and show me a three-dimensional look. You know, not just the pretty part. I want to see the whole thing. And then I want to take my time to decide. Sometimes I take a day and I go back and say, hey, is that still available? I want it. But so all the vendors that I deal with through Messenger or through Instagram chat. But I do look at videos and I handpick all my crystals for you guys. So, okay, let's see what else we have. Moldavite, number one. I'm going to go off on my tangent here. Moldavite is not a crystal. I hear so many beginners getting information from teachers, Reiki instructors, people that are not dealing in crystals. They know their business, but I know my business. Telling beginner collectors to buy Moldavite, that they need it. It's a crystal that's full of energy. Not. I had some Moldavite in here at one time for one Christmas, but it was jewelry. And I know that it was real because it came from a family that lives in the Czech Republic. And this is where Moldavite is found. I think it's about 16 million years ago. A meteor hit in the Czech Republic and left this huge crater. And it basically pulverized everything around it and took rocks and turned them green. That's one thing. I'm not a huge fan of green crystals to begin with. It's just my preference, but it's not even a crystal. Crystals grow in the ground like quartz, okay? Moldavite is considered a gemstone. So that's the only reason I got it in jewelry was to make some people happy that just had their mind set on getting Moldavite. And so I got museum grade Moldavite that was faceted and polished and set in sterling silver that I sold one Christmas. And honestly, I'll probably never do it again just because I'm not a fan of Moldavite. It's green, it's ugly, it is not a crystal. I'm a crystal lover, and it's more like a tektite, which is meteorite byproduct. Anyway, they show a picture here of real and fake. You couldn't tell the difference. I couldn't tell the difference. Only a gemologist could tell the difference, and I don't think we're going to hire one. But a piece this tiny sells for about $300 if it's real or more. The prices, honestly, on Moldavite have skyrocketed. And then you don't know if you're buying real Moldavite or not. I don't care if they give you a certificate. It's not a crystal. Remember, it is not a crystal. It is a gemstone. So it looks very fern-like real Moldavite, but so does the fake Moldavite. And I was in a show one day, in a live show out of China, and the sales rep brings a tray out, and oops, and with all these pieces, and said they were Moldavite. I knew better. The number one reason I knew better was China doesn't have Moldavite, and number two, it doesn't sell for $2 or $3, even wholesale. Okay, that's just outrageously ridiculous. So once again, use your head. If it doesn't sound like it makes sense, it doesn't make sense, guys. Okay? So let's see what else we have. Oh, opalite. All right, opalite is not opal. Okay? Opalite is mainly, I think, like a glass. I'm not exactly sure because I haven't trained myself in knowing exactly how fake crystals are made, because I steer away from them completely. But if you like it, that's fine. If you want me to buy you a piece, I'll be happy to do that, just as long as you're aware. It's just buyer beware is all I can say. And I am not downplaying anybody's particular preferences for Moldavite or Opalite or any of these crystals that we've talked about. Ores, if you like them, by all means, buy them. I just want you to be aware of what you're buying, and as long as you're fine with that, that's cool by me. It's just not something that I sell. I'm just a lover of God's art, and I don't want to keep repeating myself over and over again, but see what else we have. Goldstone. Goldstone, I'm pretty sure what they do is they take sunstone, and I have some, but I should have showed you, and they take the remnants of it, like, you know, when things are carved, and they have all these byproducts that fall, the little pieces, and I believe what they do is they take sunstone and they just grind it all up, and they mold it into what they call Goldstone. And they also have a blue one like this, and I can't remember what they call the blue one, but it's got all these little specks, gold specks all over it, just like this does. And just so you know, it's fabricated. It is not a real crystal that's grown in the ground, or either it's a byproduct of crystals that have grown in the ground that they've put together somehow. And how do they put it together? Resin? I don't know. I don't care. It's just not real. Okay? And once again, I can't see my own pictures. Oh, we're done. That's it. That was something silly. So anyway, I hope I helped educate you guys. If you got anything out of this video, if you learned anything new, please give me a thumbs up and like and subscribe and all that groovy stuff so I can keep sending you guys videos. And I hope y'all have a wonderful weekend, and y'all take care.